Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from my channel Hybrid Mod Railway. As you can see, we're back on Train Sim World 2, and yes, I have bought the Spirit of Steam DLC, which is Liverpool Lime Street to Crew. So I bought this on the very first day it came out, and I've been practicing ready for a video. Obviously I haven't been making videos for a long time, so this is one of a few new ones, one of a few recent ones. So I thought I'd do something fairly new, Spirit of Steam. I know Train Sim World 3 is coming out and I probably won't buy that, so I'll do the most recent piece of content I have. We're driving the LMS Jubilee, and we're going to be doing the Chester to Liverpool Lime Street. So drive the semi-fast service from Runcorn to Liverpool Lime Street. Should take us around 35 to 40 minutes, so we'll crack on and we'll see how we're doing this. So then, here we are, off we go. So we'll get the doors open. Oh, the cocks are already open, so let's leave it like that. Brit to forwards, 75%. That may be quite loud. Small ejector needs to stay open. That needs to stay open. We'll get the brakes releasing. We will turn the lamp on so that we can see what we're doing. And we shall get ready to go. I shall hold the steam brake on just to stop us rolling, because otherwise we have no more brakes. So we'll see how far we can get on this. Hopefully we don't blow past any red signals, which is generally what I do from the steam train so far. Obviously the brakes are a lot worse than diesel and electric, so we'll have to see how we do. We've got my friend Fireman next to me. Let's call him Steve. Steve's going to be doing the fireman in today, so should be about ready to go. Oh, we've got to wait 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, let's do some fancy. So let's change it to the steam brake hook. I can apply it, put the steam brake up out so that the brakes on the train are released, but only the brakes on the loco are applied. Let's get everything ready. Let's have a look at our machine. So we are driving Thunderer number 45703. Runcorn to, where did it say we were going? Runcorn to Lime Street, so that should be okay. So I shall be back when it's time to set off. Okay, so I think we're just about ready to set off, so we'll get set up. Tap on the whistle. Let's get the steam brake hook off. Lock the doors. All brakes are released, so we'll give it a tickle on the throttle, and off we go. The safety valve will stop in a second. There we go. So we can shut the cocks now. That's obviously with warm going through, and off we go. Definitely not my first drive of the Jubilee or the 8F. Drove them hundreds of times. Still not very good at driving them though, but first drive that you're seeing me doing. So 1.7 miles we got Ditton Junction. Ditton Junction, that could be more Yorkshire, could it? I'll set my camera up on the side of the cab like this, so we can stick his head out. Lovely. And we'll wind back the reverser now to 25-ish, so we can get accelerated. I won't be using the controls sort of like this, because for me, when you've got so many things to control on a steam engine, it is much more easy if you can just do it where you can, using the controller shortcuts rather than faffing about with trying to do it on screen, if you know what I mean. Over the bridge. Let's get some speed up, but not too much, because I do have to stop again with these terrible brakes. So let's have a look at the pressure. Okay, we're doing okay. Before we come to the station, I will kill the dampers, which the dampers just allow air through the firebox from the bottom, rather than it being drawn in through the firehole door. I'll open that so that the fireman can get sugar in if he's ready. But I can do close the dampers before we come into the station to allow the pressure to drop, so it doesn't deafen me, you, and the people on the platform. So I can see that we're coming up to 225 here. As we're checking about a bit, let's drop one again, see what that is. In fact, I'll kill both of them, we shouldn't be needing much pressure at all. Fireman, if you could move your shovel, that'd be great. Right, I'll just drop the regulator to a few percent now, that's just to cushion the motion, it's just so it's not banging around a lot. And I'll switch back over to the right brake and then get applying some braking, that's over at 1 mile. I'll shut the large ejector so we actually get some braking. More braking. And I'll get us releasing a little bit now. We've got a fairly short train, so it doesn't take too long to release. It can do though when we've got a really long train. We'll shut that now. Probably illegal to do that, but we'll do it anyway for the laugh. Ditton Junction then. We can always use the loco brake or the steam brake to bring us down the final couple of miles an hour. I think we're looking okay. Not breaking any speed limits, dropping down to 20 okay. So I think now we'll crack the brakes off a little bit. Just so we're not going to stop all of a sudden. I will probably do a tutorial at some point on how to drive these. But basically your brake is either on or off, and then you use the ejector, that big knob there, to take off the brake. So with the combination brake you can only apply the brake, so there you can see application, but you can't take it off with that, you have to use the ejector to create the vacuum again to take it off. So here I have to open the ejector, you can see that red gauge there opening. You can see that red gauge filling back up as the vacuum pulls the brakes off the, well, wheels, and then combination brake applies it. So you apply with the combination brake and release with the ejector. I will do a tutorial at one point. I did too much talking, so we're not going to be exactly spot on. So we'll open the doors, put the reverser forward to 75 ready to set off, open the cocks. We will release the brakes again, steam brake hook, we will, if I can find the correct thing, set the hook, let that, set the hook, and then that just keeps the loco brakes on, which is this one here, but the rest of the carriage brakes are off because they take forever, and I mean forever, to release. We are quite a way off schedule here. Oh well. Never mind. Right, I'll get everything set off again. So blow the horn. Release the hook. Lock the doors. Get the correct brake on. Give it some booms. And that safety valve's finally shut up. Plenty of warmth in the cylinders now, so we'll shut the cocks. The cylinder cocks are basically just to stop any steam while we've been stationary that's condensed into water, locking up the cylinders, because if there's one thing you don't want in your cylinders, it's water. Which is why you open the cocks, so that when the piston forces it through and all the steam, that's why you can see the steam coming out the front, because most of the steam gets shot out the front of the cylinder just to warm them through and get rid of any water, because you do not want the hydraulic lock of a steam engine because it's difficult to get rid of and expensive. Right, give it the beans, wind it back down to 75. 75 is for initially setting off, 25 is for accelerating, and about 40 or 50 I generally tend to put it on if you're doing a really hard slog uphill. Because the lower your regulator down is, generally the faster you'll accelerate, but you'll also use less steam. Looks like we're on the slow line to Allerton platform. Well, Allerton. Not Allerton platform. So I'm not going to mess with the dampers at any point. I'm just going to... Oh, we are accelerating now. So what I'll do, crack open the throttle, and I'll see if I can get to the front damper, which is sometimes difficult. So we'll crack that one open, and we'll crack the rear damper on as well, because we're going to be doing hard accelerating, and we don't want that pressure, which is the top dial in the bottom left, to drop too far, otherwise we will literally take the breath out of the engine. That bottom dial is compression in cylinders, so generally the more you crack open your throttle, the more compression you'll have. But I don't really pay attention, I ignore that dial quite a lot, because it just happens. Those two sort of bar graphs just indicate a sort of draft through the engine. Again, I ignore them. Oh, there was a train coming through then, I didn't realise that. I was going to the station, but I'll take it. Is this the disused station? I know there is one. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the disused one, there was no passengers on there. So, because that pressure dial is coming up again and I don't want to deafen you lot, hope this hasn't ruined the audio, that safety valve. I did check it with a diesel engine on full throttle to make sure it was okay. But I didn't check it with the safety valve, which may have been a bad idea. Hopefully it was definitely. Let's see where we can set this. I want it roughly where it's equal, but not too much. About there, I think we'll have it. Head into the tunnel, because if you glance the tunnel with the edge of your camera, or what would be the edge of your camera, it puts you back inside and you have to set it up again. So pressure is dropping a little bit, but I'm not too concerned about that. It's in 2 miles. We've got to be doing 15 mile an hour. Oh, we'll just fire anything for that. Good. I think I'll give you a quick shot of the engine. There we go. I'm very impressed with the particle effects there. Perfect timer, as you can see, it doesn't just go straight through the ridge. However, one thing I am slightly disappointed of, and I'll probably do a review in the future, is that if you look here, the steam passes through the cab. If you look on the inside, you get this, you get the steam through the cab, which is a little poor, but they've done a great job on the motion blur, a great job on the valve gear as well. So overall I am pretty impressed with how they've pulled this off. Not too many things wrong with them, as you can probably hear. The audio in some of it is a little bit jumpy, but other than that, not doing too badly. I'm very happy, really. Definitely worth 25 quid. I'll shut up talking now and actually get some brakes, otherwise we'll get stuff. But I am very impressed with it overall. I may do a review. I definitely am going to do a tutorial on how to drive it, but I'm not sure about the review yet. Hopefully we can get down to this 15. As you can see there, that little box just below where the 40 indicator is on the speedo, that is the throttle. So I'm on 6% throttle, and that's just to cushion the motion, because if you've got a little bit of steam in the cylinder, that just sort of softens the impact of the probably several hundred kilograms of motion gear thumping round at 60 miles an hour when you're coasting. So always do leave a little bit of throttle on, and I have stopped far too shortly because I've been talking. Brakes off, power. And I've been talking too much. But yeah, so when you're thrashing around at, you know, even if you're just going 20 mile an hour and you're coasting, or even if you're doing 80 mile an hour and you're coasting, do always keep a tiny little percent throttle on just to cushion the motion. Obviously, it's not simulated like damage it on this. You either derail or you don't, but if you want to be realistic, that's the tip for you. Stopped a bit too shortly again. Talking. Oh well. Good job we're already way off schedule. Now ideally I should have ramped it back up to 75% reverser and then ramped it back down again, but we've seemed to have set off alright, and of course we've lost less pressure. Which ideally we want to be losing pressure at now, because I don't want it to deafen everyone at the station. So I'll cut them off now. Hopefully. Should be okay. And now I'm going too fast again. Can't win when you're making videos. I end up rambling about stuff and then yeah. Come on, speed down. I won't do the ejector this time, so it is releasing slightly but not too fast. I'll give it a bit more beans. As long as we're doing not too many miles per hour over, we should be fine. So now I'll crack open the ejector again. A little bit more. There, we're alright. Perfect. Pat for the people in the yard. This is generally lag out the game quite a lot. So I'll close the ejector now to save steam, although these machines, I think the only other problem that I've just remembered is that I think these steam engines are too good at producing steam. Now obviously I haven't driven a steam engine, hopefully I will one day, that's sort of a volunteer job I'd like to get. But as far as I know, as far as I can know without actually driving one of these, I think they produce steam a little bit too efficiently. Crack the throttle back open again. Not got too far to go, but we don't just want to be stuck doing 20. Good job, Steve, or John, or whatever we called you. Keep at it. There was a glitch when it first came out that the fireman wasn't actually animated, so the fireman technically was stocking the firebox with coal, however the animation wasn't there, it was an invisible fireman basically. Well, the fireman did his job, but the fireman wasn't there. It's not like if you try and run into him now, you can't run through him. You could move about in the cab. The fireman wasn't there, but the fireman's job was being done, so that was a little bit of an error, but it got fixed, and it is fixed now, because Steve's there doing his job. No point speeding up now, so we'll just tame it back a little bit. We're going to be, what, 3-4 minutes late? Meh. Whatever. I'm making a video, it's an excuse for sloppings. Those tracks don't actually go anywhere on this game, I don't think. once I've checked. Okie dokie. Let's make sure the ejector's closed or we won't get nearly enough braking. So there we go. We'll glide in. A little bit more, I think. At slow speeds, the brakes are relatively good. Crack it open a little bit of beams. I said a little bit of beams, there we go. Don't be afraid of putting on a little bit more power just to get where you need to be. They're very difficult brakes to control these, so don't be ashamed if you have to give it a little bit of oomph just to get it the last few 10 yards. Don't be ashamed of that. Because I know for a fact, and I've seen people who drive steam locomotives do that themselves. So once again, cock's open. Swear to God if I get demonetised for that. Not that I'm monetised anyway, but we shall, because we're not moving, the dampers won't make a difference stationary. So we'll open them ready to get set off. We will release the brakes. Steam brake hook. So pull you out, set that, shove you back in. We're alright. Brakes are just finishing releasing. We're all set. I'm hoping the safety valve doesn't go off before we set off. Brakes release now. The shortcut for the ejector, by the way, is holding A and then moving left joystick. So left to close, open to right. Right to open, there we go. So, I think we're ready to go. Lock the doors. We'll crack it open slightly. No, that's the firebox door. Unset the hook. Shove you back in and power. Let's open that again fully. There we go. West Allerton in 1 mile. Plenty of heat through them cylinders now, so we'll shut this cylinder cocks and give it some proper beams. Wind it down to 50, just for a few moments. And I will shut the dampers, because next station's a mile and don't. Well, look at the front damper. There we go. I'll probably get us to about 30. And then, not much point. But any further than that, the reverser shortcut is D-pad up or down. Up for more, down for less. Give you a shot of the train. So we'll close that off a little bit now, just give us a few percent. Beautiful. Very, very good modelling on this. Let's get the right brake back on. Don't be afraid to use the throttle to keep you going while the brake's fully released, there's no problem with that. As long as you're on sort of the upper end of releasing, it doesn't really matter. But again, damage isn't simulated in this, is it? You can run out of pressure and you can derail, but, you know, if you have to apply power while the brakes are only just releasing, then it doesn't really matter. I just try to be realistic because I'm boring. Let's see if we can get aligned here. Good enough. Okay. West Allerton. Thankfully none of the signal was there, so not. Touch O the brakes. Back them off slightly. If I don't open the ejector, then I still will have braking, but just not as much, and it will gradually ease off, which is a technique that's good. Always keep the small ejector open, because in the game and in real life it compensates for any small leaks in the pipes or the connections on the locomotive and in the train, but obviously it's not enough to fight against and remove the vacuum, to build the vacuum back up, I should say. Just to compensate for leaks, but it won't release the brakes, so always keep the small ejector open. Not too shabby. So, once again, cylinder cock's open while it's stood. Let's release the brakes. Get back on the steam brake hook, up, steam brake on, shove you in. We're all good. Let's see if I can get on this bridge. Obviously, the people who design these bridges... Oh no, there is a spot in the middle you can see, actually. You can get further up. But obviously, if you're a normal height person, you can't see over there. See if I can set off from this angle for a change. I'll have to sort it out on the inside first, though. It'll be too difficult doing it from out here. Right, we'll get it sorted, we're nearly ready. So, steam brake hook off, you can go back in. Get on the right brake, cocks are open, they're open, lock the doors. Actually, this isn't... oh, we're rolling down here. I'll have to do it like this because it won't stay up there, because it's not a free camera, it's sort of attached to the train, so to speak. So we'll just have to do it like this instead. Power! I'll wind it back down now. There we go. Definitely enough steam through, so shut the cocks. Quite a good run this, actually. I haven't done this one before. I don't think I have. Stations aren't too far apart from each other. I'm enjoying it. We'll get the camera set up again. Not too strenuous to drive and talk either. We've only failed that once. I'll probably get us up to about 20. Maybe 25 for this one. Let's see where we get. Pressure's dropping quite low, nearly at half where it should be. But again, don't want to blow the safety valves. And I'll be cutting the steam off very shortly, so that doesn't matter. They've put quite a lot of detail into the housing estates on this game. I do like that. I do like that. Obviously, they don't put nearly as much work into the detail as they do the train detail, but it's still very good to see that those houses aren't just all one template for a house. Which it has been on previous... well, on the last Train Sim World and DLCs for this one. What you are actually supposed to do is, when you're going to coast to a stop or coast and then brake like this, you can open the cocks there. And you can see a bit of steam coming out. Just because we have got a little bit of throttle on. If you stop with that throttle applied, it's not going to damage anything either. It's not like it's only on 3%. It's not going to force the wheels to turn against the brakes. It's not going to damage anything. The large ejector was open, doesn't matter. As I've said already, these machines are ridiculous at producing steam in these games. So although that would probably waste quite a bit of steam in a real engine, maybe not loads, but it's not consequential here at all. Brakes, come on. There we go. Brakes. Yes, there we go. Should be an alright stop this, I think. 4 yards, not bad. Unlock the doors. Cocks are only open. You know the drill by now. Oh no! The doors are on the right this time, not the left. Let's lock them and open them ones. Let's do the thing here. So... off. Pull you out, hook, stuff. Done. Throttle is still on. See, I forgot about that. Where have we got to stop after this? Sefton Park, Edge Hill, and Lime Street, platform 11. 6 minutes late. Okay, so we will get these ready now. So hook off, get back to the right brake, lock the doors, blast on the horn, power. I wouldn't normally thrash it this much. I mean, it's not like you can thrash it, it's not a diesel, is it? But just for the video. Shut the cocks. If you notice on that bottom left dial, when I open the cocks, the pressure drops. And when I close it, it sort of rises slightly. Not as apparent when you're already moving. But when you stood still, it's quite obvious. Again, not going to bother fiddling with the dampers, because even if the pressure drops, we've got plenty of time to build it up at the next station. Try and get a cool wheel shot. There we go. Beautiful valve gear, that. Perfectly animated. Everything's perfectly correct. Even the reverser rod moves, look. You can just see that moving a little bit there. Specifically if you look at the end of it. And even the little lubricator spins round, look. I'll set off in this camera, I think. I quite like this shot. But there you can see it spinning round. I'll set off from down here actually, that looks quite cool. Pressure has dropped, as I said earlier. Double yellow that. But not a red at the end of the station, so it doesn't matter. Can't really stick my head out the window here, and I don't want to move that camera because it's too much faff. So we'll just have to do it with that marker. I do remember quite a few times blowing through the station here when I meant to stop. We all do it. Not sure the whistle is exactly the same as a real Jubilee. I have seen a Jubilee, it was Alberta at Leeds train station. If I remember in the edit, what time are we on? About 36 minutes in. If I remember in the edit, I'll, well, tell you what, I'll whistle here. And now I'll play the whistle from when I went to see Alberta, which is a Jubilee, in Leeds train station. Similar sort of style, but I think this one here, the one on the game I should say, sounds a little bit hoarse to me. I'm not sure it's the exact same, and I think the actual note is a little bit too high. a little bit screamy, I think. That's just my opinion, but let me know in the comments what you think. So we've sorted the brake doohickey, we haven't done the cylinder cocks, and we haven't done the reverser, never mind. Anyway, with all the hooting, it's just about ready time to go, so set you, ram you back in there. Combination brake. Whistle again for good measure. Lock the doors. Power! You can, just by looking at the wheels, you can tell how much force they're having to exert to actually get it moving, can't you? Because the slow acceleration, I just think that's brilliant to watch. And I'll stop deafening you now. Wasting steam. I'll get one of the dampers open, I've got to think it really matters which one. Preferably the... okay, put your shovel in the way just to extract the Michael. Oh no, pick it up again. We'll open one. Just to tide us over a little bit. Knock down the reverser. Might as well get it exactly on 25 because I'm using the D-pad. Give it some more beans. I don't like put it on 100%, they definitely wouldn't do that in real life. Routinely anyway, so I always just keep it 10% below. Pressure, we've got no symbol in the middle of that dial. So, oh no we have now. But it keeps flicking. When it goes blank it means it's staying the same, so that's alright. Not too concerned. From Edge Hill to Liverpool, which is the next stop after this one. As you can see there, it's like a 5-minute difference, but you don't go very fast, especially at the end. There you go, you can see that lubricator a bit better. Oh, we've got to be doing 20. Oh, flipping brakes. Hopefully, we're still within 5. Yes, look at that. Just within 5 by the... well, we're in the red for a few seconds, but as long as you're not more than, I think, 4.5 miles an hour over the limit. Oh, fellow Jubilee there, look. As long as you're not more than 4.5 miles an hour over the limit, it doesn't start, you know, saying significantly over speed. Still get a bit of throttle on to cushion the motion, but we are going downhill. Shut the ejector. It's a right slog up that hill, I can tell you, especially out of Edge Hill Sheds. It's a very, very hilly route. I've only ever done it with a light engine, but I can imagine with a train it'd be a pain. Scare all the people in the sheds. Coaling tower. Here's the sheds here, look. But look at how steep that is. Oh, look, the train going over it now, actually. Lovely. Going up here isn't fun either, that little bit there. I could get it up to 40. Not really much point. How are you doing, Steve? Not Barry, Steve. Steve's doing alright. Hang on. Hang on. We've clipped against the wall and the camera moved. We'll just keep it here for the next station set off. We'll kill the throttle a bit more. Now I've got something to mention on the way down to Liverpool Lime Street. Which I mustn't forget about. brakes off. $300 yards to go. Nine minutes late now. Shame. Right, again I can't see the marker. I've just got that to go by. Can't see the end of the platform actually, should be my excuse. There we go. Come on. Yes. Little bit of brakes now. If you slam them on right at the end, they do apply. And slam on the brakes. Not bad. Right, remember the doors are on the right. Open the cocks. Well, when I'm at a station, I do the reverser with the with the thing on screen because it's just faster. You can do that. Do that. Steam brake hook. You know the drill. There we go. Pressure is looking very high, so I'll shut these for the run down to Liverpool because, well, it's down. Good, they're all shut. Prepare to get deafened. Actually managed to keep the pressure alright for once. Oh, we might avoid it just. Nope, no we won't. Right, lock the doors. Steam hook off. Oh, unlock. Oh, I locked him too early. And now we're taking. Oh, Nora, we're moving. That's why it won't go enough. Whoops. Now we can lock the doors, take the brakes off. And that should take itself off. And the wheels are free. Can I show you? Will it wheel slip if I just jam it on 100%? I'll show you the wheel slip. And release. If I jam it on full, will it demonstrate the wheel slip? Yes! Look at that! We've become a rail grinder. Anyway, let's stop messing about and actually drive the flipping thing properly. No, we're wheel slipping again. Must be a little bit wet round here. It was over 50%. Let's try and get the camera at a decent angle. In fact, we're going through the tunnels, so I might as well stick it back up there again. I always do turn the lamp on in the cab because although there's the sun vent, or the sun roof, and there's all the windows, especially in the tunnels, you don't want to be groping around in the dark trying to find the lamp. Obviously you got firebox light, but I don't always have that open. So this is what I meant to talk about at Liverpool Lime Street. I thought it was originally broken, the textures, because here you've just got a load of bridges and then perfectly straight, vertical, pretty much blank and untextured walls. Now I thought something had gone wrong. I thought they'd forgot to create the tunnel fully and left it open to the sky and there were just all these bridges here for whatever reason. But no, I have been on YouTube and looked at an actual video of somebody leaving Liverpool Lime Street and it is exactly like this, the straight cut walls and the bridges like that. It's very, very weird. And so weird in fact that I thought the game had broken and either forgot to sculpt the banking at the side or forgot to put, you know, a top covering piece into the tunnel, but no, it's correct and very, very weird, but it's perfectly correct. speeding slightly. We'll just cushion the motion now. Tiny little bit of brake on. Tell you what I could do here, because I'll be releasing them and applying them like no tomorrow. I can just tickle the steam brake on. As you can see there, I have to keep putting it back on and off because you can't apply the steam brake with the combination brake being released, and now we are speeding quite a lot. Let's drop to 15 now. You can't apply the steam brake without the combination brake also being applied, and you can't release the steam brake without the combination brake being released. Obviously you can do the trick with the steam brake hook, but oh no, I can't see at all. What's going on? Oh, flipping. Oh no. Oh no, my controller's... Oh, it's run out. USB lead, USB... Oh, flipping heck. Stop. I don't want to fail the scenario. Stop. Stop. It's not... Stop, stop. Oh, flipping. Stop. Oh, stop. Well, now I can put my headset on. Now there isn't impending doom and I didn't have time to put it on. So, yeah, that's, what, 45 minutes wasted? So, yeah, my controller, because I have rechargeable battery packs, ran out of battery. It was on 70% when I started, and obviously it's just become completely drained. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, everyone. We were doing very, very well until my controller battery died, and it wouldn't be a High Brook End Mod Railway video without some dramatic crash at some point in the video, would it? So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was the first Spirit of Steam Train Sim World video on my channel. There'll be plenty coming. The next video on Train Sim World won't be a Spirit of Steam one. It will be probably, I'd imagine, West Cornwall Local, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, perfectly fine until the crash, but I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.